Hi guys, my name is Zita. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a reading vlog because why not do one, okay? And I have 3 books that I want to read. The first is Defy Me because I need to continue the series. Like, I want to finish the series. I obviously can't say anything about Defy Me because it's the 5th book of the series. And then we have We Created You in Paris by Lena H. Fredge. And I hope I'm not butchering her name. And it's a Muslim representation, like Muslims in London. And it sounds so interesting, honestly, and I just want to read it. And then we have Betrayed by Emily Henry. Honestly, I don't want to read the book, but I have to. Like, is it gonna sit on my shelf forever? No, I have to read. I have to pick it up at one point. So here we are trying to pick up this book. So I'm actually really struggling to pick up Betrayed by Emily Henry. Like, if you like the book, let me know. I don't know why I'm not picking it up. Like, I lost every bit of motivation I had for reading the book the second I bought it. So these are the books that I'm hopefully going to be reading in this vlog, and let's just stop yapping and get into reading.
It's later on in the day. Actually, it's till 12 p.m. I woke up at 8, but I didn't read much. I'm like 5% into We Created You in Paris. I'm already giggling, I'm already laughing. I'm in love with the guy. I'm in love with the guy. As a Muslim, I'm loving this book. So I'm gonna update you when something else happens, okay? So I got dressed up and everything, planning to go to the bookstore and whatever, and my little sister suddenly decided that she does not want to go with me. For some reason, I'm allowed to go to the bookstore with my 11-year-old sister, but not alone. Whatever, I am, I think, in chapter 4. I'm loving the book so much. It's not showing because I just got pissed 2 seconds ago, and I lost every bit of energy I had in my body. Whatever. Let me tell you exactly where I am. I am 10% into We Created You in Paris. You see, oh, 10%, here it is. I was so happy reading the book. I was so giddy. I was laughing so hard that my sister had to calm me down because I have brothers. So I was like relating to the brother situation so hard. Like, I was laughing so much at the air punching, brothers randomly coming to your room and then punching the air. That is like the realest thing ever, and I'm laughing and I'm enjoying my time very much, and the author is so nice. So that's the update for now. See you guys when I update you again. So guys, it's almost 5 p.m. the next day, and I just want to tell you my updates and my thoughts on the book so far. I am, I think, 48% into the book, almost 50. Yeah, chapter 19, I am 48%, 154 pages into it. I thought that I'm gonna finish this book way faster than I am right now. I'm loving the book. I'm loving the Muslim representation, the Islam representation, the Arab representation. What else? It's like Muslim representation, and like, I ate that up, the Arabic. I never loved my language this much. We wrote had a letter in Arabic, and I was like, oh, it sounds like something I would eat up. I did eat up. I did eat up, like the way one chapter had like 20 plus annotations. Ooh, guys, you need to read this book right now. And the author sent me the next book in the series already, and I'm not even done with the book. I was like crying because I felt seen. And I was like, this is how I want to be treated. This is like literally how I want to be treated. Why am I holding my hands like that? I hope the lighting is not bad. Is it better? I hope it is. I was less than 10% into the book, and I was like, oh my god, what is that gonna eat? What is that gonna eat? Me and Eliana are not feeling the same way, but the way that you would comfort her is the same way that you would comfort me, even though we have different issues. But because this is a Muslim representation, I am like so judgy. If they do a single sin in the book, I'd be like, oh no, that's a sin. You shouldn't be doing that, guys. You shouldn't be doing that. But at the same time, no one is perfect, you know? No one is people sin. What I'm trying to say is, I'm like being super judgy right now. I'm like nitpicking on every single sin, every single thing they do. I'm like nitpicking. Why do I feel like this eating and this could be a 5 stars? I mean, I'm 50% into the book, and the book is holding tight on the 5 stars. Never have I ever thought that this book would be 5 stars. I'm praying that I finish the book today. #delusional. So I think it's enough yapping. So guys, oh my god. So I finished We Created You in Paris probably like 20 minutes ago, and I'm not over the book. I really am holding my scream and tears right now because I was reading the book, and I was reading it on the Kindle app, okay? I was clicking, and then I read the acknowledgement. I was like, what? What do you mean acknowledgement? No. Should we save the talk for later? Because if I were to talk, I'm not gonna shut up, okay? Good morning, everybody. It's 9 in the morning the next day. Remember when I told you yesterday that I was not sure if I'm gonna start Defy Me today or tomorrow? Well, I started yesterday, and I read 100 pages yesterday. And I woke up today at like 4, so I started reading Defy Me again. And I'm almost halfway through the book. I'm on page 147. I was flying through the book, and the way that I had to put the book down because it was so intense. They keep throwing things at you left and right, and you need to prepare yourself before reading this. And yeah, and I started ear-dogging every page that I think it's borderline inappropriate, so because I don't trust Tahir anymore, and you know that. And I started doing this silly little thing whenever it's Kenji's POV, because if you don't know, Kenji is my favorite character. This is my favorite so far. My thoughts on the book so far is this book is intense. This book is wow. What the heck is going on here, guys? I will see you guys when I have to update you again. Lord have mercy. I don't know if you can notice the light flickering, but anyways. Lord have mercy. I just finished Defy Me 5 minutes ago. Remember when I told you in the last video, is every other book in the series gonna be a 5 stars? And I said probably yes. I was right. But as you can see, I ear-dogged a couple of pages because Tahir Mafi got a little bit excited when she was writing these. She got a little bit excited. I wrote down the things that I wanted to say because I know that my little brain would not comprehend everything I just read. I hated what Nazira did to Kenji. She literally did him dirty. She did him dirty. And I was like, girl, no. Why would you do him like that? I wrote, I love Kenji, and I hated what Nazira said to Kenji. I hated what she did to him. And I love the relationship between Kenji and Aaron. Maybe even more than I love Aaron and Juliet together. I'm trying to collect my thoughts because I forgot what I wanted to say about the book. This book is intense. Right off the bat is intense. It starts literally the same day where Restore Me ends. Like that same day. This is probably the most packed book in the whole series. I think it's like the shortest one of them. It's like 363 pages. The shortest one I've read, I think. I don't know the pages of the other books, whatever. But this one, when I tell you that it was packed, I literally mean it. Talk to you later. So, guys, it's Monday, August 26th. I believe the last time I vlogged was Wednesday. There are some changes in the plan, and instead of reading Beach Read, I am reading Just for the Summer because I did not feel like reading the book. Like, I am not joking, this is my second time like wanting to pick up the book. I wanted to read this book the second I finished Yours Truly. I was like, when am I gonna pick up that book? 25 days after I read Yours Truly. Let me tell you exactly how many percent I'm into the book. I'm 45-ish% into the book, probably more than that. Oh, okay, this was the last time I updated. Why is it so hard to form words? Whatever, I am loving the book. I am having the best time of my life, as always. Every time I read a book by Abby Jimenez, I have the best time of my life. I giggled until my jaw started hurting and my cheeks started hurting and my head started hurting. And she's releasing a new book. How do I feel? No, okay, I'm so excited. Whatever, back to the book. ADHD is real, guys. Whatever, the book is absolutely amazing. I have a guide in my Instagram to tell you exactly what the spice in Abby Jimenez's books, because they're really worth the read. But if you don't read spice at all, you wanna be skipping the spice, which I usually tell you not to read the book at the first place. But she's special to me. She's special to me. She describes their emotions instead of describing the action, which I appreciate. That's why I love young adult books, because they don't describe the action, they describe the feeling. Like, they tell you that it felt like my worlds were colliding, it felt like the stars were aligning. It feels like poetry, guys, poetry, not other things, which I absolutely appreciate. Well, I'm like 45% and have not kissed yet, so we're good. Nothing inappropriate happened yet. There is cursing, which I don't really mind in books, as long as they're not doing anything inappropriate. Back to the book. Oh my god. The things that Justin does. The things that this man does. Abby Jimenez does not fail. She's the one. she's the writer. The survey, guys, if you know, you know. Before each date, he sends her a survey. What should we wear? What should we do? What should we eat? Where should we eat? The activities that I love me an organized guy, and he's funny. Sign me up. I have something for funny characters. Whatever, guys, I'm yapping for 7 minutes and I am enjoying myself. So let's get back to the book. I finished Part of Your World, not Part of Your World, Just for the Summer 32 minutes ago probably. And let me tell you guys, it was a ride. This book is a ride. First of all, I knew before going into the book that this book is gonna be a 5 stars, but what actually made it 5 stars for me is the couples that showed up in the book. Let me not spoil it for you guys and not tell you exactly who showed up in the book, but people definitely showed up, and I was eating it up, and I was happy. You know that voice that goes like, that was such a high. You know that sound on Instagram that goes like, do you know when you finish a book and right when you finish it, you just want to flip to page 1 and reread the whole thing? Me with every Abby Jimenez book. I don't know what that woman puts in her books, but she definitely put something, because this is not normal. I have not told you anything about the book yet. I just need a breather. I need a breather because I do. Justin and the man that he is. Communication? Justin. He is the definition of communication. The thing that I'm so embarrassed to say out loud is the what are you thinking? It reminds me of something in It Ends With Us, and I'm so embarrassed to like even associate these books in the same sentence. Emma, I just want to give her a hug. Come here, I would give you a hug. She been through a lot, and her mom is like, guys, throw that woman off of a cliff. Why is she still alive? I wonder too. I have a lot to say, but I'm trying to like think before saying bullshit. Okay, things are coming out. Definitely they are. Before like bullcrap start coming out of my mouth. Abby Jimenez just knows how to write. She has the magic, the talent of writing funny men. And it gets me every single time. I just was giggling up to the point where my jaw started hurting, my head started hurting, my cheeks started hurting. The only pain I want to experience, genuinely. Before going into Just for the Summer, I did not know what the relation is going to be between Emma and Justin and the other 2 couples, because you know the first book it's like Alexis, and then the second book is Brianna, which is Alexis' best friend. I was like, I wonder who's gonna be. Like, I wonder. And it's so twisted. You just have to read it to find out, because it's like the gasp. I gasped when I found out the relation between them. I gasped so hard, I literally stood up. What was I even saying? Like, I was literally talking nonsense. What was I saying? I wrote a long review because I love. This is, I think, the only review where I said where exactly the spice is. I would put up the review here. Justin, he's a golden retriever. If he wanted to, he would. Funny guy. Lord have mercy. So yeah, I need to wrap up this. So let's wrap up all the books that I have read so far. The first book I read was, what was it? We Created You in Paris. I'll get to you guys back in a second. I hope as the time goes by, I know how to wear the niqab properly, because this is actually embarrassing. Whatever. Back to what I was saying. I was talking about We Created You in Paris. The Muslim representation in that book, I wrote a review telling all the haram things that they did in the book that I thought was haram, and I don't think that I know matter-of-factly proves that this is actually haram. But I like told the author, she said that she wrote in the note before you start the book, all the things, the haram things, that it was just how culture overshadowed the religion, and it was too real. I've experienced that myself from where I came from, where you feel stranger while you're following your own religion. Hashtag been there, done that. It was hitting real. It was not hitting close to home. It was hitting home itself. And I felt so seen, so happy, even though, like, as I said, I do not agree with everything that they did. But the things that Riyadh did, and I kid you not, I start crying. Every time that Riyadh speaks and says something, it just hits me so hard. I cry every single time he says anything, because that man spits wisdom. wisdom. And I'll be like, woo, I just loved this book so much. And it was hitting home, so I gave it a 5 stars. I wrote a review about it. If you're following me on Goodreads, you probably know because I update probably every 2 seconds. And the author was kind enough to send me the second book in the series. I did, however, list out all the haram things that they did. And the author agreed with me and just saying that just like coming from a pure culture as if you were living like among them, that what their mindset is. 5 stars, would recommend every day of the week. Let me go bring the book for you guys. I've been updating you guys on my Instagram. If you're not following me there, go follow me. It's at Dita Reads. Guys, I have read, this is the 5th book in the Shatter Me series, so I cannot tell you a lot about the book. I will try to say as little and as much as I can at the same time. Let me tell you guys, it was something. It was the most intense book in the series so far, and the series was intense. This one, however, comes like on the top of the list. You see, if we're rating the Shatter Me, ooh, let me go bring some water. Alhamdulillah. If you're rating the Shatter Me books, plot twist wise, this one is going on top. I have one thing to say only. Tahira Mafi got really excited reading the book that I had to skip. You see the pages that I ear-dogged? Where the author got a little bit excited when she was writing this, that I was like, ooh, whoa. Slow down, guys. We're taking this a little bit too fast. Okay? The plot twist in this book. The things that I found out reading this book are absolutely intense. The first line of the book was literally, she's screaming. However, let me clear things out. I don't recommend reading the other 3 books in the series, Restore Me, Defy Me, and Imagine Me, because after Tahira Mafi got back into writing the Shatter Me series, she got a little bit excited, and the build-up to the spice was a lot. And guys, I have a question. Is spice and smut are the same thing? Because in my head they're the same, but maybe people think they're not the same, but in my head they're the same. Whatever. The build-up to the spice in the last 3 books in the series were too much for me. I personally was like, why am I skipping pages in a YA book? That's my question. Why am I skipping pages in a YA book? That's not what I signed up for. Trust me, it's not what I signed up for, okay? Plus, Ignite Me does have a little bit more than Unravel Me and Shatter Me. I swear to God, I start skipping. I don't even know what are in these pages. But I know there's something that I would probably gag reading, okay? Back to what I was saying. Ignite Me does have more than Unravel Me and Shatter Me, but it's nowhere near the other 3 books, okay? I do remember one line, and I know what happens after that, and it genuinely makes me gag every single time when Aaron said, I will show you how I value your friendship. Ew. Ignite Me doesn't have a lot except of the Lift Your Hips For Me love. I think it's in the same scene. Whatever, that's all scene was disgusting. Thank you. Back to Defy Me, 5 stars. Next. And then I just finished, just for the summer that I just ran about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I gave this book a 5 stars. I loved everything about the book. There's no 1 second where I was bored. No second where I was disgusted. No second where I was cringe. No, I was like living my life. This is the best reward I could give myself before school starts. And when I tell you I was eating it up, I was on the edge of sleeping before starting the book. I started it and I'm not sleepy anymore. Adrenaline was pumping into my veins and I was living it. 5 stars. Did I just read 3 books and they're all 5 stars? Yes. Did I just realize that I have listened to an audiobook, read the physical book, and an ebook, and I ate that up? I did. This is coming after the wrap-up, by the way. So I think this is the end of today's video. If I would tell you to read one of these books, I would tell you to read Recreated You in Paris, because if you want to read just for the summer, when I tell you that it's obligated, you have to. It's not a choice. It's not a choice. You have to read Part of Your World's unusually before reading that, because the joy that I felt seeing the couples from these books in Just for the Summer is unmatched. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna read Part of Your World, and you see the spice guide before you go read the book because it does have spice. And you go read Yours Truly, and you will see also the spice guide because this also have spice. And then you're gonna read Just for the Summer, and you will see the spice guide, okay? So this is the end of today's video. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Bye!